So my project tonight is almost like a two-part project. I'm only going to do one part with you tonight. So I like to, I use my Chalk Couture products almost probably like 98% of the time, something Chalk Couture on here when I show you. I am trying to branch away from that a little bit just to make it a little bit easier for people to maybe sometimes find a project that they like that may not use Chalk Couture products, but always something creative because I love to share my love of creating with you guys. So, I apologize. So tonight I'm actually gonna do a project that has nothing Chalk Couture with it. I'm not even using Chalk Couture paste as paint. I'm using regular paint that I have on hand, a variety, and you see what we're doing. You see me, I'm in my theme. You know what theme is, right? What theme we're doing tonight. But I'm actually gonna use a product that I purchased from a friend of mine who has a craft business. And I am going to do this because I want to get this into my decor. So like I said, I need to get my patriotic decor out and about. So I'm going to start working on that tomorrow. And I want a couple new items to add into it. Don't we always want something a little bit new? I have purchased several items from Target Dollar Spot, like early June, probably May even, maybe May, because it was probably out for Memorial Day. And it's been in a bag waiting for me to be able to use it as well. So I just like adding a little bit of fun, patriotic stuff to my decor. And if I can make it handmade instead of buying it, that's even better. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So as you can see, it comes packaged very well. This is a wood cutout. And it's actually an insert for this cutie. So this is the other part of the project. I have not made this yet. I have all the pieces here that I need to paint and assemble. I probably won't do that with you guys on the live. I'll just do it myself. But this is what I'm going to be creating. So this is really cool because I don't even remember what it's called, but it's basically like a little frame that you can create and set on your counter or wherever you want it to be. And you can change out the inside. It's like an interchangeable frame almost, okay? So that is what I am working on, a piece that goes in there. And this is all of the wood piece that's gonna slide into there. So this is all the kit that I purchased to go in there. So I am gonna paint all these pieces and assemble them with you guys tonight. And then once I get the other piece done, then I will share with you guys what the finished product looks like, okay? But it's really fun because she has lots of different options. She does things for different seasons. She also just does different looks. Sometimes it's lemons or, it doesn't have to be always summer. It might be just a theme, but it's really fun. And I just thought it would be a cute way. It's something I've never had before. And I thought it'd be a cute way to change things out as well and it would go along nicely with all of the decor that I create with Chalk Couture. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. Of course, I have pulled out my colors. I have my handy dandy trusty Fusion Mineral White that I always use. This is a red. It's a very bright red, as you can see. It's not like a traditional. I'm not doing like this traditional kind of the navy and the red. I'm going with the brighter red and a brighter blue for my red, white, and blue. This is actually, it's called Ocean. Isn't that a pretty color? So it's really got a lot of purple vibe to it, but I'm okay with that. So, and then I've grabbed a couple of my metallic for silver for some of the stars. So let's get creating this together. Now I have started, if you have any questions about anything that I'm using, thank you for sharing, Elaine. If you have any questions about anything that I'm using or any techniques, ask in comments, feel free to ask in comments. And if I can't answer you in comments, I will send you a direct message. I'm happy to share with you where I got this. And you can check it out for yourself, okay? I am always all about being able to endorse another creator, so especially another small business. All right, so as you can see, this is pretty neat. We've got a lot of little pieces, and I tried to grab some of my my tape that I've already used. You know how I like to save my painter's tape when I use it for projects. I am going to attach all these little pieces and little doodads to the the tape that I have on hand. And the reason I do that is because I think I'll cut that one in half, is because it makes it easier when you're painting something like this where you're only painting the front part, instead of trying to find a place to hold it with your finger where it doesn't if this is even going to stick, because I do have paint on there. So it just kind of holds it in place. It's like that extra little hand that we all need, right, when we're doing a craft project. So that's what I've done, is I've just kind of gone around and put some tape around on my, these are one of these disposable mats you can get, like a cutting mat at Dollar Tree, you guys. So I am just going to try to attach everybody so everything stays in one place when I am painting it, and then I don't have to worry about, you know, holding on to it, how to hold on to it. So that's all I'm doing, if you're wondering. Let's see, I don't want anything to touch, so I'm trying to space them apart enough that they won't. But isn't this gonna be darling? I think it's gonna be so cute. You see, I just have them all just to kind of help hold them in place a little bit better. And I've grabbed my bag of cosmetic sponges, but let's see, I'm trying to get one for all the different colors. So probably just need maybe, I'll get one more. And we'll go from there and we'll see. I'll cut this one in half, and that way if I need a bigger piece, I can. I like to use cosmetic sponges sometimes because you can just throw them away and they're super cheap. You just get a whole bag like this. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I haven't touched base with her since earlier this afternoon. All right, I haven't used any of these paints in a while, so I am gonna shake them up, baby. I'm not even sure which of these silvers I'm gonna use. They're both metallic, so we'll see, because I wasn't sure if one would show up better than the other. And a lot of times I do it like this, that way I can just get it from the lid. And I probably should have an apron on. But hey, guess what? I don't have a cute little 4th of July apron because I made one last year and I gave it away. I did it as a giveaway. Okay, so I am just going to take my sponge. I'm not going to do anything to it. As you can see, this is really cute. It looks like a little shiplap. You could do these obviously any colors you want. These are just the colors that I've chosen, okay? So we have had sunshine all day today and yesterday, although last night, oh, you guys, you know what? This is still kind of thick. I am going to just spray a little water just to try to, I feel like this one, I have had it for so many years that it's starting to get too thick. Just to kind of see if I can get it to come. Let's grab a paintbrush for this one and see if I can I know I added water to it last time I used it. Maybe I'll just use a paintbrush with this one, just for speed. All right, you guys, I'm getting little pieces here, and I think it's because my paint has dried. So I think I'm gonna be able to cover with just one, and I'm just gonna go around the edges here with my paintbrush, but we'll have to kind of sand that off a little bit so that it will have a nice smooth surface. Even though I'm not chalking on it, you know, doing my transfers on there, I still wanna have a nice smooth surface, so. I'm thinking that I may do these two guys and this in silver instead of white. Just do those in white. And then I'm gonna do this in blue, and I'm gonna do this in red and this in red. So I may not use any other white. I might just keep that, just this base, the white for this one, especially since I'm not real happy with this. I guess I'm gonna have to break down and buy some white chalk paint. I do have a container of white chalk paste that was almost gone that I could turn into paint that I keep back in my paint stash, but all right, let me move all these things out of the way so that I can work. I was toying with the idea of just moving everything off my chair and sitting down, but I didn't do that. All right, so let's see. Let's go with the blue next. I love this color. I haven't used it in a while. Obviously, you knew I was, ooh, look, see, ooh, that's how you know you haven't used your paint in a while. Look at that. Ugh, it's so thick. All right, we might have to grab a paintbrush for this one too. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at that hunk of paint, of dried paint. Ooh, I think I'm just gonna take that bad boy out. Good thing I have my wipes here. I maybe need to put some cellophane on top of that, like I've done with some of my other ones where I've lost the lids. I don't like those paper lids because they get real soft and crumbly, and like you go to pull them off and they don't come off. So I might need something. Maybe I'll just put a little bit on the lid. And I'm being all messy. I didn't want to be messy. I didn't want to be as messy. I'll just do it like that. More than one way to skin a cat, right? That's a terrible saying, isn't it? I just realized that when I think about it. You know how you said stuff your whole life and don't really think about it, and then when you get older, sometimes you're like, that's not a very good thing to say. That's one of those. All right, so I'm taking this gorgeous blue. It's kind of like a bright royal. And you know, you don't even have to do anything to prepare the wood. It's just the way it comes. I mean, if you really wanted to, well, that worked well, didn't it? If you really wanted to, you could sand it. It seems like it's fine without it. Okay, my tape, obviously, I don't need to, it's not working the way I wanted it to work. Okay, let's not have another Monday. I already had a rough Monday. I don't really want another day that's gonna be rough. It's already been rough. Okay, am I gonna do any other blue? I don't know, I don't think so. I'm trying to decide if I wanna do the arrow in blue or not. We'll set it aside, we'll see. We'll see. This is gonna be super easy, y'all. This project is so super easy. Let me know in comments if you've done anything like this. If you've done any of these kind of kits. I love them. I have purchased many. I have not done that many because of time and because I'm usually sharing chalk couture stuff and time, right? But I have goals to do more. See, look, even this one's like that. Okay, and this one's the newest one. Is that pretty? It's a very pinky red, I will say that, but I kind of like a pinky red. All right, so we're gonna just do the word America. You can also use like a foam brush. You could use a paintbrush. I like to do this just because I can usually cut it up into multiple pieces and then I can just throw it away. I do wash them sometimes and reuse them, and it seems to give good coverage. But if you get the kind that they start falling apart, then, oh, you know what I know I'm gonna do? I just thought about, you guys, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, this America definitely needs some sparkle on it. So I'm gonna look at my stash, which I know I have a red with some glitter in it, like a glitter paint. I'm gonna have to add some of that to the red and maybe the blue, and probably all of it. The background, I'll leave it white. I don't know why that's not covering very well. The background I'll for sure leave white, but I definitely am gonna add a little bit of shimmer to that. I don't know, maybe the wood is just really sucking it up. I also wanna do these stars in red as well. So we're gonna try the just kind of dabbing it technique. And I'm still getting it on my fingers, but you guys, it's chalk paint, so it comes off really easy. All right, these guys we're gonna do in silver. And let me see which one of these silvers is gonna be better. Ooh, that one's, I don't know, I can't even get the lid off of that one. Let's see. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Very pretty. Let's see. I'm gonna try both because I'm not sure which one's gonna be better. You know how, so, oh gosh, I shouldn't do that. You know how silver can sometimes be too thin without a base coat? So sometimes I have to do a base coat of something on it and then, so I'm not sure, it might be like that on this one. Yeah, it's gonna need something underneath it. It's gonna need something underneath it. So let's look at this other one. If it's no better, then what we'll do is we'll get some white and see. Yeah, we're gonna need to put a base coat. Okay, that's fine, we can do it, but they look about the same. We can do that. We'll just, let's see if I can grab any more white. We'll do a layer of white. I've got any on here left. Picking up blue. Where did I pick blue? Oh, from my tray where I put that glob of blue. Tell you guys now, I'm going to be posting on the page as well. I'm going to be holding an auction in a special group. It's a group for sellers, July 15th. So I'm going to be one of the people in that group that day, and I'd love to have you guys join me. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Look how messy that lid is. Now, would you go take that to the sink and wash it all? That's probably why I had that big gunk. But look at that. Or are you guys like me? You just kind of breeze in and breeze out. Oh, I need white there too, don't I? If I'm going to do silver on those. I need some white for the background. It's picking up blue, guys. I'm not even caring. It's picking up some of the blue because there's blue on the... Normally, if I was trying to be really more careful, I would worry about it, but I'm not because I'm going to put some bling on this anyway. or white. I think that was all we needed for the blue. I could probably go ahead and put that blue on there. A little tiny more white. Last time white, I promise. I don't like it when it gets thick like this. I'm trying to paint the edges and stuff too. Oh, y'all, now I went right on. Look how uncareful I'm being. Obviously, I need more practice at these. I'm using like a big old brush, too big of a brush. Paint that's not in good shape. Getting paint everywhere. All right, so we'll use some more red. We'll just go over it with my red. I might have to dry it first. Might have to dry it first, y'all. Okay, let's get the little craft dryer. The great thing about chalk paint, which is most of this is chalk paint except for the silver. I guess this is acrylic. Even with this acrylic with these thin layers, it dries quickly. So I'm just kind of speeding it along, making sure. I think I'm going to have to start using fresh tape. But I definitely want to make sure it's dry all the way because we're going to glue it together. Y'all, this is so easy. And I just love the idea of being able to create a new one for different holidays or seasons. Just one more element, you know, you can just change it out. That's what I love about a few of our items with my chalk couture is that they're just, you know, reusable and they're versatile. So you don't have to buy something new every time. You can just kind of work with what you already have and change out things. So that's fun. It's okay. I'll come back. I'm going to add glitter to it, just so you know. I'm going to add some glitter paint. Which is probably not a big surprise. If you followed me at all, you know how much I like glitter. Not glitter, but shimmery. Under this circumstance, it'll be glitter, but I gotta find it. But I have those, they come in these bottles like this, and they're a colored glitter paint. I'm gonna do that, I think. I just have to find the colors. I know I have a red, and I feel like I may not have a blue. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna have to do a couple layers on that where I put that white. Let's get our silver on here and see what that looks like. This is metallic silver. It's very lightweight. Let's see. Very, very sheer. So I might have to do a couple coats with the silver. But they're both basically the same. I probably could even combine the bottles. When I was starting to organize some of my paint, I did realize that I had several bottles of the same color. It goes to show you what colors you really like when you go to do that, right? I know, I do sweat glitter. And somebody even got me a mug that says that. I wish I sweat glitter, goodness sake. I wish I did. All right. Yeah, we definitely are going to need another coat of that and another coat on the red. Okay, let's try one more time with red. Let's try one more time. I think that's going to be good enough because if I'm going to put the glitter over top of it, the glitter paint over top of it, it's not going to show. All right, let's see what we can, see if we get any more with this. I definitely have a silver that has a lot of glitter in it, so I might, on the star, add that. But then on these little arches, I may just keep it this color. You know, the white with the little hint of silver. And I probably should have sanded that down before I... All right, can you guys see what I've done so far? Everything's, all the little individual pieces are painted. This should be completely dry, so we're gonna go ahead and take this off. And I'm just gonna take a piece of paper. You guys know how I've shown you how to do that before, that you can actually sand with paper, even with paper towels sometimes. Just take a piece of paper, like a copy paper, which you'd use in your printer, and you can just kind of, I apologize if y'all don't like that sound. I have like a little blob of dry paint. And if you wanted to, you could even take something, like, do you see how this is like a shiplap? If you wanted to kind of get your paint out of the middle, you could just take something. This is just one of these tools I found at the Dollar Tree at some point in my life. I think it came in a whole little kit in the craft section. It's been several years, but just kind of go down to make it more pronounced. Pick up any of the paint that might be hanging in there. So that's all I'm doing with that. So this piece is ready. We'll be ready to glue in just a minute. That one should be ready. Let's check this one. I haven't messed with this one anymore. And again, I'm just gonna kind of, now what I'll do is, since I can't find my glitter right now, my glitter paint right now, I'm probably gonna go ahead and assemble this, and then I'm just gonna get a very thin paintbrush and gently paint the glitter on it once I've assembled it. This piece, I think, I could take off. I think I'm finally gonna throw that painter's tape away. I have a whole roll. I have a whole roll of it. So, yeah, that one's good. Isn't that cute? So here's that one. Here's the blue. Doesn't that look neat? I love it. You guys, it's gonna be so dang cute. Okay. And these two, I'm gonna hit it. Oh, this one should be about ready. I'm gonna hit it with the dryer just one more time, and then we're gonna go for it. Assemble it, and then we'll be done. I'll let y'all go. And not working. I gotta work. Of course, Monday is kind of like a holiday. My husband has off all week, you guys, and we gotta stay right here. We're not going anywhere. So here's my one little arch. Probably could have done a little bit better job on the sides, but we're okay. Yeah, my hubby has off the whole week, but we decided not to go anywhere because we've got all these other things going on in July. Moving my daughter, and we're gonna have our last 4th of July celebration here. There's the other arch. I know you guys probably can't tell that it has any silver on it, but it's just a hint of it. Just a hint of it. So we're not gonna go anywhere. We'll be here. And then Wednesday I have to work. I'm working for Amy on Wednesday, Linda. Or I'm supposed to, so that she could have off. But now I don't know if she'll be able to do that. But I'm working Wednesday all day. So I won't be coming on here on Wednesday, next Wednesday, I don't think. Unless I just pop on to say hi. And show something super easy, because I'll be brain dead because it's a long day. Work until 6 is a long day. I don't usually have much creative energy after that. Okay, let's move this out of the way for now. Okay, you guys remember this? That's what I should be using. I keep forgetting I have it. I got my battery in there. My little desk vacuum. I really do. Tell me to throw this away, you guys. Tell me to throw it away. I have a hard time throwing things away, especially if it's not empty. Tell me to throw it away. Okay, so the glue I'm going to use today is from the Dollar Tree. And the reason is it's got this nice little point. The only thing I'm not sure of is if I need to poke a hole. No, it looks like it's good. So we're just going to use this. All right, so I have to remember that this is going to go in a frame. So I've not done this before. Like I said, I'm going to paint these. I think I'm going to do this in a whitewash, like a gray wash, instead of, I've seen it in black and I've seen it in white, but I think I'm going to do it in a gray wash because I have a lot of gray stuff in my home. And even when I move, I'm sure I'll have gray. So it looks like there's a little, just so you know, the way that's going to slide in there and look is going to be kind of like that. And there's actually a line all the way around the outside. You see that circle? It looks like anything on the inside of there is going to show up. So that's kind of going to be my basis for placing. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit and use the grid that's on my mat, on my table, to help me kind of line up and guide. I'm going to leave that on there for just a minute just to see. And figure out placement. This is the biggest, so it's going to go. I want to kind of see where I want to place this. Probably find the middle there, and I think that's the middle. Kind of like this. I might put that right on the line here as my basis for placement. Right on the line. And this, I don't want it too close, but I don't want it to not show up. I'll take that away and I'll see. I just got to remember. I want to place this first, I think, and then go from there. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to some glue. You could use hot glue, but I would suggest using some other kind of glue too. I don't know, I might need to poke a hole because hot glue, if it gets too cold, it can pop off. I don't know if you guys know that or not, which is good if you want to be able to pop it off. But this, I would suggest if you're going to use hot glue that you also use like a little bit of a wood glue or a craft glue as well. You know, because this is going to be permanent. I'm not changing this part out. This piece that I'm building right now is going to be permanent. When you get a kit, you get a whole nother base like this. So, which is good because you might want it a different color. So I think I'm going to put it right, and it's good because you can move it around a little bit once you place it. Just below that line. Just below it. And move it before it sets, because it will set up pretty quickly actually. There we go. You guys see how I'm doing this? And then we'll do this one and then I'll work from there. How's that sound? I'm just gonna put a dab in between every star. That's probably a little overkill, but get this straight again. Put this on here, get my line, make it straight. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the middle. That's what I thought. Just wanted to be sure. I want it down here, not too far. Every time I touch it, it's moving. Got a little bit too much over here. The cool thing about craft glue is it usually dries clear. I've got a white background, so it should show up. It shouldn't show up anyway, but. And I don't think it needs to be 100% perfect, guys. If it's not 100% perfect, don't stress it. It's supposed to look handmade. It's supposed to look like you did it, right? Okay, so next we have this little guy. I'm working on a fun gift project that's over here that I started painting Father's Day weekend. I did it on Saturday in between a couple of my sessions. I had a little bit of time and I had already eaten. So I had a little bit of extra time before my next session was starting in my convention. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start on that gift that I have in here that I need to make. And so I did start that, and it is a wood project as well, similar to this, but it uses one of our transfers with it, which is really cool. I love that we have transfers that can be used with wood cutouts as well. So we have several people that I work with that make wood cutouts specifically to work with our transfers. This just happens to be one that doesn't. I just put that on the back of all the stars. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Linda, maybe I need that should be my new motto. I should make an apron that says, I sweat glitter. Or maybe I sweat shimmer instead of glitter. What do you think? I am a shimmer gal. I did not place that yet, so don't worry. It's okay. It's not, I know it wasn't straight. But look what I got so far. And look, it's holding already. Look at that, y'all. Is that not the cutest? I just love things that have dimension to them. And look, you've got all these different, like, little images going on, so all these different things to appeal to the eye. I love that kind of stuff. I'll be doing this stuff more. I hope you all like it. You can get me one? Oh my gosh, girl. I would buy it in a heartbeat. Isn't that cute? So how do we feel about the fact that that is a little closer? Let's see. Move it down just a little bit. There. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, last piece. Y'all, isn't this fun? Let me know if you like this kind of thing in comments. I would love to do more of this stuff with you guys. I have things here. Like I said, I just haven't been able to make the time to do them. Is that the middle? Is that my middle? Let's see, we'll make sure I have it middle. Do I want the point? I guess I want the point. Let's do it like that. So point is facing up because we want things to look up, right? You guys, isn't that cute? I mean, this would be cute all on its own. I mean, it's gonna look adorable in this thing. It's gonna look adorable in that, isn't it? But this would be cute on its own. You could even just put some magnets on this and put it on your fridge. You could even just put a little, like, you know, I have all these adorable ribbons. You know, I'd have a ribbon that would go along with that. And you could put a piece of ribbon back here and just hang it, right? And guys, it's super affordable, super affordable. I don't show things that are expensive. I don't buy things that are expensive. That's why I usually do upcycling, is because I love to show you guys using things that you can get for very inexpensive, but make it look like it's it costs a lot more than what it did, right? What do you guys think? Let me know. Hit that heart button. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. I know it looks like we have this bare area here. That is unusual for me. If I have any kind of little star, I'm gonna look. I'll look in my stash. I can add some stuff down here if I feel like it needs it, because I have a problem with empty space. So I may do something with that, but I may not. It's adorable just as it is. I love it. I love it. Thank you for letting me come in here and share this with you guys today. I hope it encouraged you or inspired you or just entertained you. And I hope that you guys will come back. Until I see you guys next time, be safe, be healthy, and be blessed. Bye, Lynn.